here we go.
Right.
I'll play the Ornn. We're picking for team. We've got Maokai, we've got Ornn, we have mega frontline with double 80 carries. We've got Team Liquid Fortress 5-on-5 fighting. Not to sacrifice their tempo for that turret plate greed that I thought they were going to go for.
Yeah.
That is the reason they are able to get to reset and get the dragon instead of it. So good job not sacrificing their tempo.
It's just that early flash advantage and the 2v2 that they have selected in Champs League that they're using to push forward. It's not like Umpty has been here camping this bot lane matchup. It's just Core and Yon pushing every advantage they can get. And again, because Yike is spending so much time chasing Umpty around in these circumstances, he has slowed down his own jungle clearing.
It's going to feel really good for Karmine in particular, as we can see, by far the largest individual gold lead.
So Yike uses Smite to grab the Raptor there. So Umpty thinks that he can just go in and take this red buff, but Yike's got a second charge built up as well. Do they know?
Not sure if they do. Q flash over the wall, wants the full commit. Nice interrupt coming from CoreJJ, but the damage still connected. But Umpty is running. Bay's rushing out, and it's first blood for TL. Body trying to move down, but APA already with the cover. Double kill for Umpty on the bottom side.
Massive front line, double 80 carry, massive classic carries. Umpty's actually going upriver, so they want to make a visit towards Kana right now.
He's going to get hit by the second half of the ultimate. Sustained CC here. Decent chunk now coming, and that's the ulti full root. Do they have enough damage to finish the Jace? The answer is hell yes. Kana running, trying to outplay him, but he just can't even play the game. There's too much CC.
Looking for, and they're getting free plates on bot.
This is an ideal TL strat from when they were at their peak last year, and they're performing so well. They had Tristana for APA. They had him split pushing early on in the side lanes. They're one of the teams to rotate him to side lanes very early on in the game. This one getting huge value out of the turret plates while they throw it away.
Well, that's a good buffer to make it out.
This commitment down to stop dragon stacking. You know, they don't want TL to have the ability to draw them to a dragon soul super early on. So they're actually going to give up, you know, some turret damage on top side. Impact is going to be able to get something done there. Kana still gets a turret plate.
Got to ult a single time.
And topside turret might go down here. Kana, he's committed to the game plan, as the rest of the Rift, I think, struggling a little bit.
And Umpty's coming on up here, though.
Umpty had to use a smite earlier on the Raptors, though, so Yike might be feeling confident that he's up the spell. Kana breaking yet another tower.
Tristana trying to get that outer tower gold.
If they will to grab that money, nice injection of gold. 2 items going to feel really good if he can race there quickly.
Teleport is available.
Awkward objective start. Yike caught out here. Umpty can now follow up. Should be pretty easy to take this buy down. No one else is in the area. Flashes out, but still gets caught. Oh, that's a heartbreaker. TL now going to grab the objective.
Umpty casted his ult already, so it is there when Yike goes for his flash to get away after getting bumped back.
Ulti not quite available. Very hard for them to fight for space. It looks like Team Liquid are just going to concede. Will give up.
Teleport from APA
feeds, but now KC want to keep things going because it's Vladdy waiting in the brush, and this time it was TL. Caught unawares, not ready for the play. Locket comes out. Umpty going to be able to walk away, but a pick on top of the feats of strength coming through as TL try to reclaim something bot.
It was interesting to watch because you could see both teams calling for plays in different areas, with KC making their play in mid. Nice successful kill onto Yon, and TL making the call to push bottom side. But now this tower, Riptail instantly takes out the last outer turret here.
That's where you get baited in a bad engage, where even if you do burst the target, then the follow-up damage is enough. Really nicely done by KC, but now...
He coming in, Umpty looks like he's been caught out, but it's APA here to back him up and knock down Yike. Once again, Targum is caught out as well, trying to get something, but it's Kana finally arriving in the fight. But again, the CC is too much. All of his gold does not matter. He cannot push a button. Yon finding the snipe. TL obliterating KC in the exchange as they turn to Otacon.
Can't get through. There's
How long have you been waiting to say that? How long?
Well, since you started your point, obviously.
I can see his
I was
eyes.
waiting.
Like if they're able to get, you know, a good initiation, like you're saying, onto that back line, as they're actually the ones getting flanked here, since TL want to use their GAs.
Impact blowing the horn. Targum is the counter engage to try to get things kicked off. Already jumping into the backside is Yike, but he's getting torn down. The peel coming out just in time. The front line turning back to save their carry. 1 GA getting taken away. The false life off the board, 200 gold, but how many lives is it going to cost them? Kana tries to find the knockback. Decently tanky, living thus far. Gets out of range of the knockup crucially. Core still living, but Impact manages to take another. APA jumping, ready to reset, but won't find another kill. 2 down on the side of KC. Ulti in, won't do much.
Force that play in mid, so even though they are able to kill off Yon, he just revives. They're able to get the extra gold from the kills here on the side of Team Liquid. They're able to get the objective afterwards as well.
kind of the diligence and setup from TL, preying on the expectations of KC when they thought they could catch Umpty, and just being so consistent on these setups. Again, another ulti to kick things off, goes a bit wide, but they get what they came for, which is the tier 1 mid lane tower of KC.
And still find a footer, but otherwise I think TL, 2k gold up, 1 dragon away from Soul Point, and the bait of Baron has been set up.
They're just baiting. Crucially, Barzal does miss. Yike has still been caught out. Initial ulti kicking things off. Yike already the lead, and now it's connected on Kana as well. Kana about to get knocked up. Chain CC again, the strongest member on the map. All that gold he earned in lane amounts to nothing as TL pick off 2. Slowly getting poked away. 4K, they've got no business being here. They might try and flip it anyway. They go in on Yon, a clean flash out from Yon. A bit more poke coming through, but Vladdy just has to walk out. Baron going to fall for TL, a massive advantage. Just no other option for KC, and things are only getting worse.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that they can take home from that is like, oh, they got Yon's flash in that attempt. And that is very little. When you're staring down now a Baron buff, as well as the Dragon Soul. And
also, like, your Kalist, you're safe. The Soul, the Cloud Soul, you're getting run down. The fight's now breaking out. They might have caught Core, but it's Umpty, the speedy Maokai on the backside as Yon finds yet another kill. Kalist forced to run. KC so incredibly split. Again, desperation, the story for this team in the mid game as Yike is sent packing. They get Core, but it might just cost them everything to do it. He'll escape. Tristan's still chasing. He might lose his base, but he might keep his life.
It's Cloud Soul Tristana, and he's still getting away.
That is not Flame. He's actually right.
But it's wait, Umpty!
Sidestep.
The juke!
Okay, he's kind of clean with it though. He's running. Good movement.
Right,
where's he gonna go?
Oh, no.
Back into the jungle. Keep him going. Keep him going.
Let's go, Yike!
My man refuses to get caught. But did he get hooked observers? None of this. Take it back. He's still alive. He's holding over to Core. Can he escape?
Get him, Yike!
It's the little victories for KC. Targamas might die, but will Yike live? Targa knocked up, going to die. Yike finally falls. Kana on his lonesome, but there's just nothing he can do. He's getting run down. Blasco there if he wants to try and escape, but the lockup is just too much. Yon, a double kill. 10, 1 and 2 on this lethality, Varus. This has been a slaughter.
It's because of that item. He just gets to walk up, know that by the time that wears off, the rest of the team will be there. And I think TL, this is basically how you want this exact game plan to pan out from start to finish.
Impact calls in the Oran Horn. Vladdy locked up, will flash out, still gets locked up by the ulti coming in from Yon, and he's just not tanky enough to survive. APA resetting, bounce housing all over the LEC in this game 1. Yike, able to do nothing. Put on a good show in the escape, but could not find it anywhere else. Game 2 on the horizon, but it's TL drawing first blood in this age-old rivalry.
I do feel like the TL comp this time around, though, individually, I'm like, okay, all of that makes sense. And then you look at the comp as a whole, and I don't think it is nearly the same level of cohesion it has in the previous game.
Yike was also a top-down start, 100%, so both junglers and both teams very well aware, because KC got some very nice deep wards, as you could see, that were both on Krugs as well as Raptor.
No TP left for APA. Vladdy just going to full commit to the trade here. Will he flash and try to go for... Oh, no, and he just gets him! APA sticks around far too long, not respecting the damage.
That's why they didn't want to over-chase on the side of KC in their attempts for the bot side play. But it also means they probably very well know the pit here as well. At least is going to be able to get one before some KC members come to check.
Already took the Drake, would love to get all 3 for the additional stack towards the feats, but very likely the KC will contest and take at least 1 away.
Actually engage onto the Skarner, though, and I think they're also
Level
like...
6.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Ashe in mid lane, so like there's no way, right? MF is on bot side.
Umpty doesn't want to overcommit.
Okay, so
happy to have 2.
Ashe already starting to walk back from mid towards bottom.
Like with the wave bouncing back, Kana not quite as confident to step forward, but now
Umpty is shadowing.
Shot.
They don't know.
Wall dive, the ulti, Umpty already here. Kana knocked back to the wall and ulti of his own. Interrupts crucially the public execution. Impact trying to Drake count step away. Umpty trying to fight in the 2v1. Impact, can he get involved? The Sundering Slam does not hit. That's big. Umpty running out of mana. Kana trying to keep it going. The hook shot, the wall dive, the TP in, but it might be too late now. It's Yike trying to cover. APA ready to fly over, ready to finish the kill if he can. The flash out from Yike. The feat of warfare claimed by KC, but Kana surely goes down here, just the edge! APA's got nowhere to go! Goes in, the tack sweep, the stun! I don't think he's gonna be able to finish it! Kana! And Yike taking on the entire top side of TL!
Huge lead for Kana. Yike also having a great redemption moment after what was an incredibly rough first game. In they go.
Yike forced the all-will dash away, getting away from APA's ult as well. Now it's Core who's been caught out. Does use the E, the Aegis assault, but low blinking health bar. Yon flashing, bit of a split in damage, but Vladdy is there in time.
Is one of the big hits to Aurelion Sol as well. Didn't get to stack as much during it either. So KC are in such a commanding position. This allows them to like basically retake full control of all neutral objectives at the moment too. We just saw in the last skirmish there, being able to avoid those two Team Liquid ultimates.
Really get anything out of it.
Ulti in, manages to connect. Q into the ulti on, nowhere to go, trying to get a bit more damage down, but Yike finding another one.
And that is another run-off effect of that earlier play where they tried to get Yike and didn't, because that's where Yon lost his summoners. Otherwise, if he has at least cleanse, maybe he lives there. It just barely would have still been rough, but instead, KC, TL needed a good amount of time, which I think with the comp made sense, but KC is on the verge of just completely running them over because they can just keep forcing engages, right? Their engage potential is crazy. The prio that they have allows them to just take objective after objective.
A point where we have constant watch on those side lanes as Umpty does go for a pick.
Chains into the ult. Yon here as well. Who are they going to give the kill to? The answer is APA. Happy to have a few extra stacks and a nice pick for TL. Good use of their composition. Top side, bot lane still close. Targamas and Kalista, I think, benefiting from some of the topside successes. Now it's Vladdy in trouble. Arrow dashed away from clean from Vladdy. Pushed back as well. But now he's been locked up. Now he's been CC'd and surely there's no way out, but he might take one with him. Vladdy manages to find the 1-for-1, and that's the cue for Kana to go all in onto Impact. A few extra autos. Impact trying to dash out to safety. The fight continuing on the bot side is Targamas and Yike trying to finish on Umpty as well. An extra ulti, locking up Core. In comes Kalista from the side, strutting his way down to the bottom lane just in time to try and find the kill. The Domination there, TL in the extended play, getting everything taken away.
The whole map, Dracos, the whole map. KC takes over.
I think that poor JJ and Umpty try to push out the wave as well. As the bad news is not done.
Caught out on the side lane, just cannot match the 1-for-1 DPS. Yike isn't even needed, but he's happy to steal the kill, but now it's going to be Core who's in trouble. Pushed away, already forced to use the Aegis assault. One more auto might lock him up. Sidestep comes in from Yon, but now he's being pushed back in the mid lane. Fights on multiple fronts. KC, complete dominance here as Umpty tries to get something back. Ulti there, they will kill Targamas, but they lose a lot on the bottom side. Yike not done, wanting to finish the kill, and Yike the flash in! Manages to connect with the W as well, and now the tower's gonna fall. Umpty can't do anything.
I do appreciate the commitment of both KC and TL to make this game go by very quickly. As APA gets caught inside.
Action-packed!
Vladdy running, level 13, how much more time? Impact, can he turn this one back? Enough CC, but there's just too much to lock Impact down. Don't think he's going to be able to get out. APA trying to catch Vladdy on the bot lane, but it's the fight in the mid lane. The lockup is there. Kalista on a killing spree. Ulti, the sky's descending! But Vladdy will still make the 1-for-1 happen!
TL also very well know, he got a shutdown, so like that's technically a net positive, but when you start to talk about plays like that...
We're talking about. So, Kana is the target, actually.
Lockdown there. Can he get the hookshot wall dive? The chain CC not quite perfect as the ulti comes in, but the knockback to the wall could be enough. Tack sweep, a lot of sustain, but Kana still running. Should just fall here. They're going to try to donate the kill to APA. Give him a few more stacks. Kana really nowhere to go. The hookshot, the wall dive will fall to the tower, and the kill will be given over to Umpty.
Okay, in trade is going to be the Rift Herald on the other side.
And played in. Vladdy now chasing. Ulti there as well. Kliss coming in. Impact likely to fall. Might try to use Kliss as an escape route, but it's just not going to happen. Ruinous Otacon.
That Otacon is for sure gone. That is KC Otacon.
I think the good news is
they can't get the mid one, but they can just rotate down towards APA and try and get that objective bounty on bottom side.
Okay, what's the good news, Dracos? I'm very, because I'm looking for angles, finding none, so I'm very curious.
This is the lots of flowers Otacon, not the fake GA Otacon. A little bit of lockup onto Impact, but happy to just grab this tier 2. Also have Grubs spawning in their favor, 4-2 the score there, and Kliss taking mid lane.
We're coming up on 10K.
I mean, TL need time, but they just do not have it. Ulti's going wide, maybe an opportunity for TL to try and punish. Ulti connecting on the top side from Yon, but Yon really can't get in range. This is not the lethality Varus. Ashe needs time to dish out that damage. Sustained push still here. KC looking to close this one out fast. 22 minutes in, breaking open the base, cracking yet another tower. Baron not even up yet. And TL punish, find the overextend. No, the public execution going wide. That's disastrous for TL. Kana starting to back up. Yawn starting to poke. Turn back in. Vladdy trying to make the play. Quick flashes out from the side of TL. Looking to punish Vladdy. Looking to get that shutdown. Vladdy going golden. That's Lasagna's gone. Impact locked up. The chain CC is there, but Kalist is untouched. Vladdy untouched, trying to find the end to this game. KC biting back in game 2. TL left looking shell shock as the boys in blue strike back and bring us to match point.
And if they weren't as far behind, that might have been the Hail Mary play that extended the game, but they just didn't have the damage. Even though they found the back, Kana was literally two-tapping people with that empowered Q.
We knew! We've gone back in time! We've gone back in time! Zeri, Yuumi versus Lucian, Nami. Good point though, Dracos. Jan got his Lucian license last year at MSI.
Yep. For Impact. As Umpty's gonna start the grubs. Man advantage on the top side for TL. Kana chunked out. Not too bad of a situation.
Doesn't look like you're gonna try and look for the steal.
Shock. Okay. That hurts.
He has smite available.
Have to smite that one. It feels bad.
Have to smite that.
But you have to get the free, right? Like it gets you defeat. You are also trading a dragon, like you know that dragon is definitely going to be toast.
Going in, Charm connects, manages to dodge away.
Gets the channel on the flash.
Vladdy.
I think the extension actually was what made the difference.
Flash out. Good from 4. Doesn't have good information. Culling now used. Flash over the wall committed onto Vladdy. Charm used, but extra movement speed about to come through. But they're going to finish that one. Another auto. Yawn and Core finding the pick in mid lane.
Impact to go up the top side, but Umpty has already decided to seed it for TL. Goes down to the other side. Finishes up Krugs. Go for his reset here. Wait for the ultimate cooldown. Like you said, highlighting that Nocturne ultimate being such a big part of trying to make a play. So they're going to wait for it.
Second objective for KC. Neither side has claimed any of the feats. It's 1 kill to 1. No towers have fallen.
Down through mid lane, 2 for the 4v4.
APA here. Vladdy dashing forward. Charm is going to connect. Are they going to overcommit? Waiting for them to get out of the minefield. APA going to find himself locked up very quickly. But now Umpty goes to the backside. It's going to be Vladdy who's in trouble. Dashing back to his team. Yuumi coming in to try to seal the deal. Put a bit more healing going back. And now it's Kalist going to flick back. A perfect flick going to keep things going. APA trying to finish the kill. Kalist getting lower and lower. He's not powerful enough yet. The flash forward. The exhaust. Targamas is just a little cat. He can't do a damn thing. TL. Take the exchange.
Mid-game here, that's going to be the Dragon. They push out on both mid-wave and bottom wave just when they need it. Yike was up on top side, but Yike is now recalled, so there's not a lot of time for this to go off.
Mininar's a sleepy boy. He's not really going to have a good way. This one flashes now, trying to get a little bit tricky with it, but he goes all out. Umpty tanking the tower, but just a blinking health bar. Kana's still standing for a little bit too long. Third stack on the Hyper. Kana trying to run. Manages to get one back again. TL find the kill.
Chucks out Kalist. And then they're able to finish off a big chunk onto Yike as well, so they don't get any kills, but they do take enough health bars to earn themselves a Rift Herald, which is critical in pushing the timeline of this game forward. Using that Rift Herald to knock down these outer turrets is critical for this team that needs to make use of Nocturne Ultimate and Taliyah picks.
I do think that the Nocturne gives this comp a lot more longevity than it otherwise will because of how much more capability you have of finding flanks, right? If you do get on top of the backline, as strong as that Zeri Yuumi combo is, I do think with how far behind Yike and Vladdy are, there's going to be a lot of burst damage lacking that otherwise might have been there. And Kana, his side lane pressure isn't going to be quite as scary, even though he will win both 1v1s pretty comfortably.
List ulting, trying to clear the wave, does not want to concede mid lane tower. Yawn hopping into the Herald to try and escape. Might look for the knock on List. Well, at the very least, get the crash as the ulti comes out in the meantime. The split, his Impact is now going for the 2v2. Yike caught out, isolated. Wall coming in, Yike will fall even as the Dragon dies. In favor of KC, a quick pick in game 3 as they needed to. And KC, while they do have that late game insurance option, a few too many picks going in the favor of TL. The play that they overforced on the bottom side of the river.
There's Lucian as well.
Bottom's
right?
got to go down, though.
You want to get this turret so badly, again, because I think that once KC start giving up map control, it's really hard to reach
it.
Yeah, the bottom went down as well. Umpty was already like 50% done with the Otacon, so they're keeping up the pressure here on multiple fronts. 14 Liquid.
I don't think KC are ready for this Otacon. Yike. Excellent start for TL. KC feel like they're winning this, but now they realize they've lost the Otacon, and this was not the trade that they thought it was.
Flower power.
Give this one up. don't think you need to play too aggressive before the spike. On your Zeri, 3 items not quite there yet. TL,
Kind of mini too.
looking for the fight.
Nice flick over the wall means Vladdy's chunk before the fight even starts, but AP is not in a great position. Might be forced to use his ult. Could come down to the 50-50. Yike now going in, trying to lock up the Lucian. Nice disengage coming in from Corrin. Yike's just about to get deleted. Yawn now on a rampage. Instantly the backside devastated. Kana going mega. Manages to lock 2 on the wall, but the interrupt, the unstoppable there. Now the exhaust going in. Kliss has to make the difference. Has to take down Yawn, but he is not enough. He with the cam out to his back. He manages to find one. Tries to get another. Targamas demounted. TL taking everything.
Oh man, the chunks before the fight were so big for Team Liquid too. The Ahri went into that fight with like 30% HP.
Back off. The burst is still there, but I want to see that third item. We need IE on Kalist.
Tidal wave over the wall. Yike potentially caught out, forcing an early ultimate. Flick back hits, but not the damage to come through. Impact trying to push Yike back to the team. Yike still holding on for a brief moment. KC zoned off, pushed away, could not get any damage down, could not move through the minefield. Nice forward dash coming in from Vladdy to get away from the seismic shove. APA on point, but the dashes are there. Yawn, nice backstep. Such a close fight, but TL just continue to poke here on the way.
It's going to be so hard. Vladdy needs to find a hero play, or Kalist needs to go crazy, but he doesn't have IE just yet. That's such a big spike for the Zeri.
Pathmaker used. APA not going to connect on the flick.
Are they going to commit?
As he has the minefield will be big. 10k getting lower. They're not focusing their damage on the objective. It's going to take some time. Kliss starting to poke, starting to harass. The Baron doing a decent amount of damage back. They know no jungler's there. It's not a 50-50, but Vladdy goes in. Nice dash back. Coming through from Yawn. Clutch in the moment. 4k. They're getting lower, though. They can't afford to stick around with Kliss right on top of them. They need to burst down the champion. Huge shove from APA. Up immediately goes in the exhaust. Out. Goes the Zeri, Yawn low.
Yikes there!
Wall.
Oh,
Will not commit to the objective. 3 blinking health bars on the side of TL, but the range isn't there, the fall isn't there. He is still a threat that has to be respected, but there's a window here for TL as they take this third Drake to maybe look for a pick, to maybe force a fight before those summoners are back up for Targamas. Running out of ways to play the game. We talked about the one late game scaling option. It's starting to feel like their only option, but maybe APA has been caught out. Umpty coming in. Can they find the immediate solo kill? Crunch back out. But Yawn's waiting over the wall. Kana likely to fall here. Weaver's wall coming out as well. Kana nowhere left to go. Tries to get the wall down, gets a bit of CC, gets a chunk, but there's no follow-up as Kliss just forced to walk away. Once again, starting the objective.
This is gone.
There's nothing that KC can do for this one. It's too far gone. Yike will be just in time to see it stolen or taken away from him.
Short range and their siege sucks, right? Like Lucian isn't that good at taking down turrets. Same for the Taliyah as Yawn. He's far up. They're looking for a possible collapse here.
Ultra shock laser hits.
They're so fast.
Now the turn coming in.
Where's he
wants to
going?
start this fight. He thought he had the flank, but he was the one getting taken down. Yawn now legendary. Impact T being in just in time to eat the charm. Pathmaker not quite the right direction, but it just does not matter. That pick on top of the Baron is going to spell disaster. Kliss, the double kill. Instantly one-popped Yawn. 4 items. Makes the Zeri disappear.
It had been a while since I really just loved a Lucian Nami this much, Dracos. It's beautiful!
We kept talking about the IE for Kalist, thereby completely ignoring the fact that Giannis is finished. Fortunately, he was awake as he pops what I think was the one small sliver of hope that was there for KC.
Running. The scaling was not enough. Zeri, not enough. TL might have faltered in the first few minutes, but they put their foot on the gas and they never stopped in this game 3. Casey, one last desperate hold. TL don't want to get over eager. Yawn taking his time. Almost one pop at Vladdy. He just does too much damage. Yike isolated once again. Umpty taking his time with the ult. They want KC to remember this moment. Kalist might be able to force a fight, but he cannot stop the Nexus from falling. TL take down KC.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.